Hey you guys, it's Jen Lefforge. Welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you're here. So today is all for the baby YouTubers, the YouTubers that have only been filming for a week, or in my case, a month. You're brand new, you're learning all kinds of stuff. It's a little bit nerve-wracking. You feel like a doofus a great deal of the time, and you're just trying to figure it all out. So that's what today is all about, is a few things that I've learned, some things I'm still learning, and just to be encouraging to people that are just starting on this amazing medium that we call YouTube, this other way to tell stories. A little bit about me, first of all. I'm a mom. I've just had a 25-year career working in different leadership, customer service, all kinds of different fields. I'm taking a little bit of a sabbatical. It's a grown-up gap year as my kids are getting ready to head off to college. I'm just kind of pursuing some things that I'm interested in, and YouTube definitely fell into that category. I find it super fascinating. I started watching YouTube a couple years ago, and as a way to tell stories and to bring people together and to encourage people to get encouragement. I just love that we have it. Just YouTube's awesome. So my goal is not really to make money. If that is your goal, I would definitely send you to a million other videos about how to monetize on YouTube. Of course, I want people to watch what I create, and if money making comes out of that, then fantastic. But really, this was an extension of my blog and some other writing and things that I do. And so I've just learned a lot, and I wanted to talk about what I've learned, both because I thought it might help other people, but also because this is part of my growth, is to document this and then be able to look back at how far I've come. So I hope it's helpful. I hope you enjoy. The one thing that I would say is that the YouTube community is so amazingly helpful and encouraging. Definitely follow people not only on YouTube, don't just subscribe on YouTube, follow them on Twitter, follow them on Instagram, and you'll start to sort of feel part of this YouTube community. And I have found that to be super encouraging and helpful. One note on that, do not go in and you don't want to go on and just spam people. You don't want to go on and just say nice video. You really don't want to say, please check out my channel. If you subscribe to people you admire, actually look at their work, give comments about the work itself, and I think naturally you will find that you start to get some reciprocation, but don't do it for that purpose, if that makes sense. Just kind of become part of the community, just like you would any new neighborhood that you move into. I want to note too, all of my other videos you will see me with straight hair. I don't have straight hair, I have curly hair, and it's super humid in Georgia today, so you get curly hair, hooray. I wanted to share, there was a couple of YouTubers that really helped in the beginning. I've been learning so much. Saturday mornings I kind of try to watch some educational videos, both about filming and then specifically publishing to YouTube, things like how to do a banner, how to do a thumbnail, how to set up your page in the first place. Yes, how to get subscribers, but I'm still in the phase where I'm trying to kind of hone the craft part of it a little bit. That's kind of my stage one. So would definitely recommend Channel Notes with Michelle B. I will put that link below. And also Method to the Magic has a few specific to filming in Disney parks. Plus, he's been really, one of the guys there, I'm sorry, I want to say it's Brian, has been super helpful. I've asked him a couple of questions through the page, and he's been really helpful that way as well, just about some technical issues and equipment and things like that. So definitely get an education. The beautiful thing about YouTube is there is a tutorial on YouTube for everything that you want to do on YouTube. So that makes it really helpful, and it's really kind of a great way to meet new YouTubers as well. So that's the first thing I would say, is educate yourself. Also start where you are. I love the quote, and I'm sorry, I don't remember who said it, but never compare your beginning to somebody else's middle. You can look at these very successful YouTubers and go, oh my gosh, they have hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and as soon as they post a video, you know, 400 people have watched it within an hour. When you're starting, that is not what your journey is gonna look like. And by the way, that's not what they look like when they first started either. Don't let that be a reason not to put yourself out there, and certainly don't let not being perfect yet be a reason not to put yourself out there. My sons have been such a huge support for me. They are 21, 18, and 18. I have twins and all boys, and one of them in particular has been doing video for years, and he said, Mom, you know, don't wait for it to be perfect. Do the best that you can and put it out there, because if you're a perfectionist about it, you're never gonna put anything out into the world. And so that's what I've done. I'll post for you guys my first like official YouTube video, and I cringe, and it was only a month ago. So I can't imagine a year from now if I'm still doing this and I look back and see at how far I've come. And isn't that kind of what life's about, is trying trying new things and pushing yourself. I had never done any filming before. I was in a career where I was in front of people a lot, so I had been filmed, but I'd never done any filming myself, never done any editing. I'd watched other people do it, but that's been a huge learning curve. I happen to use iMovie. My son uses Adobe Premiere, so I've played with that a little bit as well. It's like making a thumbnail. I use Canva to make my thumbnails, but all of these different pieces that you're pulling in. SEO, how to tag your videos, all of that. Search for any of those things on YouTube and you're gonna find great videos. Again, Channel Notes with Michelle B is my favorite because I think at this point I've watched every video she has and I have learned so much. So thank you, Michelle B, for all of your great videos. So the technical piece of it, I know a lot of people film on their camera. My iPhone and I have issues. I don't have a good time filming on my iPhone. So I'm filming right now on a Canon G7X because I think this camera was around $700, so it was not nothing. But I'm also gonna use it for family videos and picture taking and things like that, especially since I'm on a bit of a sabbatical right now and I'll be doing a lot of traveling. There was other reasons why the camera was a good idea. So far, I am loving it. I'm the first to admit I have not done my homework as far as reading the manual. I'm predominantly on auto mode and I'm gonna need to do that before I head out to film in Disney. But that was my first purchase. And then of course you have to make sure that you buy a memory card. I have my extra memory card that I just purchased right here. I did a 64 gigabyte card. I feel like I'll be filming a lot and I don't want to have to download it all as I'm going when I'm at Disney. So I actually have the one that's in the camera now. And then I have this other one that I purchased. I also purchased an extra charger and an extra battery so that I can charge 2 batteries at once when I'm back in the hotel room at night and have 2 fully charged ones to get me through the day. I'm hoping that that is gonna be enough. If you have any comments about that, please let me know below because I would appreciate that. This was another big learning curve for me, getting an external hard drive. This one is really small. I have a MacBook and I kept filling up my space even while I was editing videos. I also had way too many pictures. So I transferred the photos, like 6 years worth of photos, to a different external hard drive. And then this one is gonna be just for my movies so that I have them afterward. I was deleting all my iMovies as soon as I finished them to free up the space, but then I realized I don't have them to like pull from if I wanna use any clips in the future. That was a rookie mistake. So now I'll be putting those on this specified hard drive that is just for my iMovies, and then I can always pull from those anytime that I want. The other thing that I bought was this grip. This one I bought off Amazon. It's from fantaseal.com. And it has an adapter that I can also use it for my phone. It really helps with, hard for me to hold the camera and not shake around a lot. And if you hold, you know, the camera obviously screws onto there and then you can hold that and film. I will probably predominantly be using this at Disney. The other purchase I made is, oh no, did I lose a leg? Look, he lost a leg. Oh no, he's fixed. This guy is by Joby, sorry, J-O-B-Y, and everyone just cringed who's like an experienced YouTuber because I just said that wrong. I find that happens a lot. Oh well. I like him because you could use him like a grip, but he's also got these little bendy legs. So you can set him up as a tripod, you could wrap him around something, however you needed to do to get the shot you wanna do. I'm doing my first like full-on packing video next week and I have no idea yet how I'm gonna set up the shot. So that's another big thing, is figuring out where in your home, if you're gonna do videos like the one I'm doing now, where in your home is a good place to film. I found a couple places where the light is fairly good, and right now we're in my basement and there happens to be a window right behind where this camera is. So typically that's a pretty good place to film, but I also found a spot in my closet that I like, and there's a place in my master bedroom. So kind of thinking through where do you want to film. On editing, I use iMovie. My son uses Adobe Premiere. I am learning loads about editing, when to use music, when not to use music. And that's just on the videos that I'm doing, just talking to you in my house. So once I start editing further, I did the one Asheville video and that was just, learning curve. I don't feel like I did a good job on that video. I'm gonna link it so y'all can go and look at it. I was awkward. I didn't like feeling like I was filming other people if they didn't want me to. I didn't like, I don't know. I've got to figure that out before we go to Disney. My hope is that just by doing it regularly, I'll get over all of that. But if you have tips or tricks for me, put that in the comments below. Obviously, this video is just for you guys to teach me stuff. So the reason why I'm putting this video up. So then lastly, the big thing I've learned about YouTube in this last month is to be okay with it being a slow growing medium. I feel like when I first started blogging and I got a lot of hits pretty quickly. That's been my experience. YouTube is a whole nother animal. Nobody cares if you're a big deal on Facebook. Nobody cares if you have 4,000 subscribers to your blog. YouTube people that watch YouTube are not necessarily the same people that are subscribing to your blog or are following your page on Facebook. So it's been a little bit humbling, and that's been awesome for me. I feel like that's how we grow. But I heard someone say 2 years is what you should expect of consistent vlogging for a YouTube channel to really grow into what it could be. I'm gonna stick with it for a year. I'm gonna spend this at least a year because I have a 15-month sabbatical I'm just in the first month of. And I'm gonna document my journey. I'm hoping to come back and make this a monthly update of kind of what I've learned and where I am. If you are a baby YouTuber, I'm gonna say if your YouTube channel has been around for 6 months or less, and I will check, so don't cheat, I want you to post the link to your channel below because I would love to subscribe. As long as it's family friendly and as long as it feels to me like you're making an effort, I would love to subscribe to your channel. So please put your channel in the link below. I'm asking you to, so this time you can do that. That's my dogs. That's a whole sound thing, which is a whole nother issue, is figuring out how to keep dogs and kids quiet. I'm gonna have to do a whole thing just about that. I get interrupted all the time. So yeah, thanks for being here. This was super fun. I'll talk to you next time. Jen Lefforge, please like, please subscribe. I'll talk to you soon and happy vlogging.